Morning, one. Kevin, the toy smuggler here, and doing kind of an unboxing. This is not nothing that's going to be any of a surprise or anything, but if you're a toy collector and stuff, you probably go to flea markets, antique stores, and stuff like that. And what we all kind of tend to do, we all collect. Usually, we have our one or two, sometimes three major things that we collect, but at the same time. I think a lot of us have some good handful of these small lines that are just fun to collect. And when you find a good deal or you come across something that you just can't walk away from, we tend to pick up these like little random figures. I gotta show some examples here. We've got a few here from the Robin Hood collection. Like I said, I didn't have these as a kid or anything like that, but I just kind of over the years kind of went grow fond of them, and then I've been looking up every once in a while and coming across them. I'm not. I think this is Elf Quest or something like that, and I don't see too many of these out in a while, so that's why I kind of tend to pick these up just cause I don't want them to get tossed in the trash or something like that. And of course, you got Flash from the superpowers. And what I do, and I'm kind of figuring a lot of you guys do the same thing. Excuse me, you kind of grab these random figures and you just take them home. And I keep a couple of storage bins. I'm gotten to the point now where I come a little bit better at it. I kind of just throw them in let me show you here. You can do a shoe box, or I got one of these like plastic shoe boxes you can get for a couple of dollars, and you just start tossing things in. Then every once in a while you go through them, and every once in a while you find yourself, oh, I almost got the collection complete. I'm only missing one or two, and then boom, you do that for a year or so, and then that's what I'm saying. That kind of makes it a little bit easier because sometimes going on the hunt for trying to complete a line will drive you insane. It can be daunting. A lot of times when I'm like really hunting for a certain figure, it sometimes like I'm going on eBay and everything else, and it just seeing the horrible prices sometimes things kind of take the fun out. This way, you get to enjoy. You're out there. You're not particularly looking for anything, but yet if you come across a great deal, great, and you get to toss it together. So this is kind of a relaxed way of toy hunting, but I was going to kind of, and I got also another. I love weird boxes. That's kind of like and I think this box was designed to hold safety glasses, if I'm not mistaken. And all I did was I painted it slick back, and I thought, well, one day I might make a display box out of it. And I'm trying to remember, yeah, it opens up very weird. And the reason I was opening this one and what I have in here is some Robin Williams from the Peter Pan, Robin Hood, and a few Stargate. Stargate is something I'm looking at going back. I love the movie, love the TV series with Richard Dean Anderson, but there for a while it was hard to find their products, and then every night right now, every once in a while they kind of pop back up, and I foolishly passed on the beast or mastodon, whatever they called it, that was in the film, and I wish I hadn't. That's the bad thing. I'm getting where I don't do that as much anymore. I hate passing a few figures up, and then you get home and you regret, man. It's going to be years before I come across that again. And just looking through here, I'm looking like I got now a couple of the Kevin Costners from the Robin Hood series, and this is also the same ones that went to the second version of the Ewoks treehouse and stuff like that. And I have yet to ever come across one of those. I've not ever seen one of those. And here I got a couple of the sheriffs, in which this was kind of funny. This is the old Lex Luthor action figure from the Super Friends line and stuff like that. Same mold, just different color. All these are Kenner brand. Sebastian, good morning. Thank you for joining me. Hey, I want to thank you for joining me on the Meet the Family. I hope you enjoyed that and everything. Like I said, it was a lot of fun. I hated that we didn't have a lot more special guests there live, but with all this Corona stuff going on, it really made it just kind of difficult to do it the way I wanted to. But thank you for joining me. I think this is, I'm not mistaken, the Will Scarlet figure. I think that's, I'm not mistaken. See here. Ah, thank you very much. Thank you. Where are you? If you don't mind me asking, where are you from in the country? Are you United States or you're overseas? And I can't remember who this character is. I want to say this might have been the character of oh gosh, what was his name? But I don't. The toy, if I'm not mistaken, the toy does not recognize the character at all. So, and it won there for a while because I didn't know much about the toy line. I got two of these now. I thought these was from Robin Hood, but after I just kind of researched them a little bit, they are from. This is Robin Williams from Hook, the movie Hook, Peter Pan. Switzerland. Oh, amazing. See, it is not. See, it is not that early over here. Awesome. Well, you'll probably be able to join me. I'm usually on here right about 5:30 most mornings. So if you don't mind, keep on glancing. Love to have you here every morning. It gets a little quiet and lonely here sometimes when I'm doing my live feeds, but this is something I love. The live feeds. I can put more content. I get to talk to you guys, and like I said, get to meet somebody from Switzerland. That's amazing. I love that. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. That just made my day to know somebody from Switzerland is hanging out with me this morning. And here are these Stargate toys, and I just think these are truly amazing figures. I would love, it's just a simple, see, 5-point action figure, but check out the headdress on this thing. I'm here to say Hasbro or nobody else puts anything out this cool right now. I tell you. And it just, I would love for them to come back out. I'm shocked because I mean, the original Stargate movie should be pushing on like their 30th or 35th anniversary or something like that. I mean, the movie's got a touch of age. I mean, but just look at that. I mean, that is just cool. I would love to make that right there out of one of these figures, and that really, I'm glad I seen that. So I just kind of give you an update on where the Death Dealer is going. Here's where I'm at so far. I'm going to take some pictures of it. I got to send it to the client. And I got some new details on the back of the helmet. Let's see here. Probably going to be adding a bunch more. Still got to do the rings around the horn. I may be doing some kind of trim detail on the bottom of the helmet just to accent it a little bit more. But yeah, he's going to be just like those 8-inch Spider-Mans and Superman, Batman. Yeah, this is going to be, once I get it really decked out with the armor and stuff, I'm hoping he'll look really cool. See here. See. And this may be Kurt Russell's figure, I'm believing. Awesome. See, planning to go for the more heavy armored version. Yeah, I'm trying to. I got to make all those pieces separately, and we're going to be making them either where they can clip on, or possibly where they just glue right onto the figure and stuff. And I think this is his little beret. Yeah, got it on backwards. Now I got. Yeah, there we go. Got his little beret. Like I said, these were very nicely detailed figures, even though they're, the 5 points of articulation. A lot of people frown on those. But like I said, I was born and raised wearing those. And here's the Daniel figure. And I don't think this is his hat, but I could be wrong. I need to research more on this line. I got a couple of these guys. I got a couple of Daniels. And that's usually how I started getting these figures. I got a guy, Tim, up in East Ridge. He always gives me great deals, and sometimes he has these things called grab bags, and there'll be one thing in there that I'm like dying to get my hands on, and the price of the bag is worth just getting the figure because it's still at a great price. And then a lot of times you see figures like this right here in there, and it's like I said, and then you do enough grab bagging, next thing you know, you got more than half the toy line. And it's just, and like I said, I love the movies, like I said, back when I was younger. And like I said, and I got two of these guys. And one thing I really love about these figures is, man, they made them. They're almost kind of like the real Ghostbusters figures on their kind of like construction. A little bit shorter, more at the Star Wars scale, but the joints are extra tight. They're just very well made figures. I mean, there's some that if you have a younger kid that you're trying to introduce them toys, these are very safe toys to give them. I mean, they're just tough as nails. So like I said, I got a bunch of duplicates, and a good thing about this, every once in a while you come across dropped the hat, caught it. Woo. You come across really neat variations. So that's fun to see every once in a while. I'll put these in here real quick. And then sometimes too, you come across, well, hey, this one's a little bit better condition. So I just usually keep all of them. And you never know, someone down the line, you may say, hey man, I've been looking for one of these and can't find it. And boom, hey, well, I got an extra one. And boom, that kind of opens the door to a cool trade. So, and that's always been a lot of fun that I didn't expect when I got into toy collecting and stuff like that, is doing a lot of the trading and stuff. So, but just an extra added bonus. And like I said, I'm gonna put this guy in here. It's the only thing I got. I'm pretty sure he's from ElfQuest. I hadn't had time to research it, but I just thought it was a very unique, fantasy looking figure. Let's see here. See, Jordale Fresh Breeze. Morning. Hey, how you doing? You doing all right, brother? Thank you for joining this morning. Let's see. Deaf Dealer. I knew what you was talking about, Sebastian. I got that. And well, thank you this morning for see Jordale. Yeah, okay, dirt. Now I can see it better. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on, guys. That's one thing. I need to start wearing them more, but I only usually wear them when I'm actually drawing or anything. They're a bit aggravating to wear because I can looking around normal, I see just fine, but when it comes to little tiny things, especially when I'm doing the oil painting and sculpting, I have to slap the glasses on. I put such a strain on my eyes doing artwork. They're getting worse over the years. Well, Jordale, I didn't know if you caught this or not, but I was giving Sebastian there a nice update of the Deaf Dealer. Kind of show you where this is an 8-inch, kind of like Mego style that I'm working on. And everything, kind of show you the back details on it. And it's like I said, it's not done by no means, but this is where I'm at in the stage. I've only touched it 3 different times. I've worked on it maybe about 4 hours altogether. And I think he's coming along pretty good. And I can't wait to he's really going to come together once I get him dressed head to toe. And then that's when it's all going to come together. So very much looking forward to that. Should be interesting. All right, guys, see what we got in here. Got see, I just love opening up these old totes and you just see madness like that right there. I mean, that's just so much fun to open up and see every time. I know it's not sitting up on a shelf looking amazing, but for just seeing something like that, I don't know, just totally exciting sometimes. But ended up over the years, and like I said, and this is one that I had as a kid. But coming across like these Wonder Womans here, I ended up now I got 2 of the push button, the little action feature, which I'm not big on that, but I've just have acquired them through buying lots. But here is their original one, and I actually got her on card, and I got her hanging up on my wall. So really love this figure. I honestly think this right here, and this is one of the first one, if I'm not mistaken, one of the first Wonder Woman action figures ever made, and I still want to say, as far as it being around the 4-inch scale, is still one of the best ones ever. I mean, look at the pose. Let me put the hand back here. But yeah, guys, just look at the pose, the detail. This truly just embodies the whole Linda Carter-esque / comic book feel of Wonder Woman. It just amazing figure. And I've had offers to sell my carded one, and it's by no means a mint card, but it's a very nice looking card, and I just cannot bring myself to let it go. Got a cool Hawkman. And Hawkman is one of them characters that wasn't popular back when I was younger, but has really became popular over the years. And here I got a collection of 3 different Supermen and all different various. One day I'm gonna make some capes and stuff, but I got all different shades of blue that you can get here, from more of a green feel to a faded feel to an actually pretty decent one right here. But if I'm not mistaken, the one that's faded here with that you don't see the S on it is the oldest version I got here. Because the faces look slight, the sculpt looks slightly different. And this one almost looks like a reissue. It almost looks like. But it's still cool to have the different Supermans in different kind of states. Like I said, I know how to make those capes with the little wire in it and stuff like that. So I know how to do that. And I gotta see here. Oh, here's the. And I do not have. And the one figure that I'd love to have in this line is the Batman. I got like 4 Robins here, and I got one Robin here that's in really good shape. But I got all different versions of Robin here. Let's see here. Trying to see. Some are earlier. Some's got the karate action to it. I think that, or all of them do. But anyway, I got all these guys right here. Yeah, you got 2 of the karate chopping action. You can see the little buttons on the back. So like I said, I ended up coming across those, but I don't like any kind of button action on an action figure. I just don't like that. I just think if they're not wearing clothes to where you can hide it like on a mechanical backpack or a piece or something like that, I don't know, just to me it hinders the look of the figure. But look at this classic Robin. I mean, he just looks great. Actually, I didn't even notice it, but he's one of the action ones too. So I only got one here that don't have it. Is that one right there? So I may put this cape on that other one. But one day when I get me a Batman, then I'll set these up, because that way I'll have the Superman and Wonder Woman, Batman and Robin, and that'll look really nice. I think that'll look cool. And I got an Aquaman here, and I don't know, his action fixtures on his legs still works just a little, but I always thought he was a really cool looking figure, really neat. So see here. Oh, and I got some really cool. I'm gonna go here another 10 minutes, guys. I got some cool Flash Gordon stuff. I got 3 Flash Gordons all together. I just picked up, if y'all don't know anything about the Flash Gordon line, the Filmation back in the early 70s, I believe it was, or no, late 70s. But either way, I got an extra one of these. He's really nice looking. And I just picked up a Thung, which was the Orange Lion Man. So I just picked up him, and I would love to complete this collection, but I'm missing about 4 figures. There's the Lizard Girl, the Blue Beast guy, the Scientist, and the Hawkman guy. So I'm missing 4 to really round out that line. But those figures, the Beast and the Lizard runs between 30 and 40, and the Hawk guy easily jumps up to $45 to $50. And yeah, paying $50 for a 3 3/4 inch action figure is kind of hard to do every once in a while. So I'm trying to look at finding them. It's a little bit better deal when you buy things in 3 or 4 figures at a time. When you divide it all up per figure, you might save about $10 per figure. So that's probably what I'm going to do one day. And see here, and I got some Battlestar. Oh, here I got a few more. This is what I was wanting to compare. I couldn't remember. Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure. I hadn't had time to look at it, but he's obviously slightly another scale higher. This is what I wasn't sure, but he's got a wind-up feature here, and it don't work, and it's probably no way in the world. I don't know. He can unscrew, so that might be a restoration I do one day. But I couldn't remember this by holding in hand. I couldn't tell the scale, but I do have one of the old Flashes that go with the regular Super Friends. But I just want to make sure he was together with the other Super Friends that I have. Let's see here. And I got a newer Spider-Man. He was just in a lot. But here's the other 2 cool ones I got. I got a Green Lantern, which is from the old line. And this is a different, I'm not sure what year. Like I said, I don't have my glasses on, but like I said, he's the right scale. So I went ahead and picked him up. And I do have the ring, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I even got a ring of the Green Lantern. That's kind of cool to have. So, and the only other superhero, and I got a newer version of Hawkman. Like I said, the sculpt is kind of cool in this right here. But I don't know. I never liked because Kenner started doing this with one of the Batman. I think it's the Val Kilmer Batman movie. Started coming out with this extra wide stance. I guess that made him feel more superheroish or whatever. But I think if he would have had just a slightly more normal stance, he would have probably looked a little bit cooler. But it could be a balancing issue too, the way they sculpt some of these. I'm not a huge X-Men fan, but they got a Wolverine here. And I got some more. See here. Me neither. I know the one you're talking about, but I have not looked into that much as well. But I'm sure it'd be really tough to find one in good condition if I had to guess. And I got one of the original Jurassic Park. And I cut my hair buying into the new Jurassic Park figures. I thought they looked really good, but at the time I was really getting ready to put in some money on something bigger, something I've been wanting a much longer time. But I do have a fondness of the old Jurassic Park. Now, here's a random one. Was a huge fan of Rob, and here's another Robin Williams figure I got. I'm a huge Robin Williams fan. I love his comedy, and he just don't get to. There's just not comedians like that around anymore, unfortunately. Show you guys. I got some Battlestar Galactica here, and I got a couple more doubles. And these guys, I'm gonna clean these guys up one day. But I got the male and female version of Daggett. I can't remember what the female version name is. And Cylons here, and I actually there's 3 right here in the bag. Got them all different, various states of chrome. You can see here the one in the middle looks that's the nicest one I got. And I actually have another one. I went to wash him and he just came apart. So one day I'm actually looking at making a mold so I can make my own little Cylon army one day. So I'm gonna get a little extra money and I get some, and it's a really nice sculpt. Nothing's wrong with it. All the chrome's mostly off of it anyway. So like I said, I can easily glue it back and use the chrome pin on it and everything. But I think I'm just gonna leave the chrome off right now, do a good mold on it, and make me a Cylon army. And I got a few more. I got a couple of these guys. You never find his little robe that he wears. But I just like these guys just for the simple fact they just look very alien-esque. And what I was going to do, I was going to put this one with him, but I just thought I got this cool Cantina bar from the original Star Wars. And I thought about, this is a perfect Cantina alien figure. So I'm actually going to put him up over there. And I may do that with this other character because I do have his robe. I always thought this was one very weird action figure from Battlestar Galactica. Just looks odd. Trying to fix his robe here where it looks a little bit better. But I always liked these, and I thought these 2 guys may look really cool on that Cantina bar. Kind of give it more of that alien-esque kind of feel and stuff like that. So guys, what are your all's favorite old vintage toy lines, if you don't mind me asking? I always like to hear what other people, especially in Switzerland, Sebastian, what kind of stuff do you, because I always wonder, because a lot of toy lines don't cross over. Star Wars was one that went around the world. So I was just wondering, like in Switzerland, do they have your own cool toy properties over there? Because I know Tony, it seems like over there, Analog Toys, it seems like a lot of his stuff, he has a lot of American-esque type stuff. Oh, you almost forgot. Put these in here, and you can never. It's hard to find one of these guys with a tail. But I'm actually got one at Battlegrounds, and I was looking at borrowing it just so I can mold the tail, so I can make some repo tails and help people out with that. All right, guys, we're gonna go just a few more minutes here. I got some Buck Rogers stuff, not much, but I got that Twiggy right there. Spent years looking for one. I ended up paying like 20 bucks for him. But he was in such great shape, I just really couldn't say no. Let's see here. From the 80s, Motu, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Well, speaking of Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, hilarious. Kind of show you what I got in here. Glad you mentioned it, because that's exactly what I got here. And I just come across this guy about 6 months ago. But I got... show you here. I got 3 different versions of this guy. I think it's 3. Might just be the 2. Yeah, it's just 2, and one's got a robe and one don't. The wizard guys. And they made one evil, and I think this is supposed to be a different character, but it's the same mold pretty much. And I got one of these guys. Unfortunately, this is one of these I had this is the actual one I had as a kid. This is one of my few childhood toys that actually survived, but I have nothing to go on him. And I have no robe, no shield, and I have yet to even find anything remotely looking for it. Let's see here. Oh, and I ended up with 2 different versions of Strongheart. One with the battle action and one without. And one of the cool things is I bought one of these guys one time. The reason I bought him was that he came with 2 Warduke swords. And I got a Warduke, and I want to say I got 2 Wardukes, but I only got one right here. I want to say I got 2 of these guys. But for right now, this is the only one that I see handy. But I'm still missing his shield. I cannot find a shield worth nothing. So if anyone has an extra shield and they don't have a sword, I'd be willing to do an even trade with you. So please contact me. I would love to do that. And I got one of these guys. I love these guys, all these little guys. I only got one of this type. Don't come across them much. Oh, and I do have a bag of this. Like I said, I find old little goodies. I think this is actually that goes on that the taller character here. If I'm not mistaken. I think that's his shield. I could be wrong with that. Let's see. In humanoids, I do run across those every once in a while. Oh, you're from England. Amazing. England and Switzerland. Man, this is cool. So Motu, like I said, Motu was another one of those that just went totally around the world. I love He-Man stuff. And I'm totally excited. I don't know about you guys. Are you guys excited about the new He-Man action figures that Mattel's fixing to come out with? I am stoked about it. I can't wait till they come out. Really looking forward to it. And like I said, I've not bought into these, the wrestling He-Man figures, with the WWE. I've not bought into that, and I probably won't. The wrestling ring is teasing me. I'm not lying about that. But I like I said, I was a pro wrestler for 21 years, and when I got out of it, man, I really got out of it. And don't get me wrong, Sting is probably, if I do buy one, it's probably going to be the Sting character. If I had to guess, I think he looks really cool. And here's the last 2 figures I was wanting to show you guys. I have I grew up in the area where Davy Crockett was most known. And I love the Lone Ranger. So I always thought these 2 was really cool and kind of went together. The Davy Crockett slightly taller, but not much. Pretty much the same scale, but very well made. I really love these figures. Were really designed to sit on horses, and that's what I love about them. I have a Tonto, but he is on card, and the card's actually pretty decent. So I like to find a loose Tonto one day. and everything. See here. Yeah, the big green dude. See. Oh, you guys are cool. East Lancashire. East Lancashire. I'm not very familiar with England and stuff. Beautiful country though. Most of the stuff I've ever seen over there, guys, I was and you guys probably were too. I was a huge Highlander fan, the TV series, and I always loved how they all went around to Scotland, Ireland, all the different places, really showing off all the different beautiful countries and stuff like that. And Highlander was just really great on how they did that. I always loved how they really showed off the different countries and stuff. But guys, that's where I'm at this morning. I got to get ready. Unfortunately, go to work. So, but thank you guys. Hey, Keith, there you snuck in there. I didn't see you there, buddy. Sorry, buddy. I apologize. I was sitting there digging into the toys. I didn't see you there. See, do you think Battlegrounds has any of the 3 3 3/4 inch A-Team figures and the van? I think they might have. I'm pretty sure I seen not the leader, Hannibal. I think I've seen him. You're talking about the ones that's kind of made like the Dukes of Hazzard type figures, if I'm not mistaken. So give me a thumbs up if that's the one. But I know they got the Hannibal. I think was it the 5-inch scale figures, the more thicker ones. But I will double check. I will give Michael a call today, Keith, and touch base with him, and I will let you know. I'll comment. Yeah, all right. Well, I will give Michael a call today, and sometime once I get an answer on him this evening when I get back home, I will message you off this video and let you know if they do have it or not, and what is the price if they do have anything. So I'll take care of you on that, brother. I'll check that out for you. Thank you for joining me again this morning. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I got people from Sebastian from Switzerland. I got Jordale from England. So that is just totally amazing, guys. I think that's just loads of fun having people all the way around the world joining us here. And like I said, and guys, if you have any suggestions for any videos that you would like me to do, just please put them on this post right here, and that'll be probably one of the next couple ones I'll get in there and knock out for you guys. And Keith, real quick before I go, I was going to let you see an update of where I'm at on the Death Dealer statue. Not statue, listen to me. Mego style figure. But that's where I'm at. Going to take some pictures of it and get out the door. Like I said, I can't wait to get him fully dressed out. I think it's going to be really cool. And especially when this thing gets on a package with the cool Frank Frazetta artwork. Oh, man, it's going to be amazing. Totally amazing. Well, guys, I hate to do it. Got to let y'all go. See here. It's really, yeah, thank you so much, man. This is just fun. I mean, I don't even consider that work. I'm just having a blast with it. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me from all the way around the world. I'm Kevin the Toy Smuggler. You guys have a great and safe day. Catch you later.